Hello, and welcome to another update video on Bitcoin. So Bitcoin has reached a key spot here. We have reached a resistance around the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement yet now. In the last video earlier today, I shared with you that one more high would be likely to form in wave C of A. And I mean, the pullback in this B wave could be next. Yeah. The thing is, this is high enough to be all of the wave 2. Yeah, that's very important to understand. I mean, if it doesn't turn to the downside here now, then I think I'll remove the extended ABC. I would still, slightly prefer it, just because very often what I see is an extended wave 2 play out like this, yeah, and then go down. It's just what often happens. This is very short in duration and looks nearly impulsive, so it could be just the A wave of the wave 2. But again, it is so far a 3-wave move up, yeah, and if it keeps going, then I will probably move this wave 2 over here. That is just microstructure. The levels haven't changed. I mean, the price moved from this small sideways channel, you could say, range from support into resistance. And now we've arrived at the next resistance area. Now, the larger top that formed here on the 18th of September, which is when a lot of other coins formed local tops as well, this formed at the 61.8 retracement. So Bitcoin likes that. Bitcoin likes the 61.8 fib. And okay, we had some other resistance there, like from this trend channel, right, which provided a resistance level, and the volume profile point of control was there around 118K. And then we started this decline, which looks like a 5-wave decline. And then from there, a corrective bounce. And I call it corrective, even though it might look impulsive because of the momentum. It actually isn't an impulse. It is a 3-wave move up so far. And we've reached resistance again, that 61.8 fib. Doesn't mean we have to get a rejection here straight away, but I can tell you if we push higher, then it becomes more likely that this is going to be all of the wave 2. So if we start to see a pullback from here, it then becomes very important. We have to pay close attention to the structure. As long as this is a 3-wave move up and we get a pullback and it's also a 3-wave move down, I will treat this as potentially just the B wave pullback in wave 2. And then we'll see if we can get another leg up. Overall, however, I can tell you that due to the extent of that move up, even if we get the B wave pullback, the C wave up could be quite high and maybe will even break above resistance. If we push higher directly and approach this resistance, then, as I said, I will move the wave 2 over here. But the main takeaway is, as long as it's only a 3-wave move up, I still treat it as a wave 2. Or let's say it can be interpreted as a wave 2. Once we start to break above resistance, which is very known to you if you watched previous video updates, at $115,950 or $940, then it becomes more likely that something more bullish is playing out. And we talked about those options and scenarios in the video earlier today. Yeah, this is just a microstructure update. And if we see 5 waves up, also the probabilities shift towards something more bullish. I mean, again, October is typically shift into Bitcoin, rotation into Bitcoin. We see those signals first on the smaller time frames. So that's why we are tracking the micro patterns here every single day. So we know it from seasonalities and from Bitcoin dominance that October is typically rotation into Bitcoin. I was very clear about that. And so, but that doesn't mean it has to happen on October the 1st, right? So it could very well be we still see further downside, but the first signal that we would see that this is starting is on a price level, a 5-wave move up, okay? We haven't seen that yet, but that's what I'm clearly watching for. On the Bitcoin dominance chart, we've already seen that because Bitcoin dominance is already starting to bounce, but you know the Bitcoin dominance updates. I post them every day as well. So yeah, that's basically what I'm watching for. We've now reached the 61.8 retracement, no sign of weakness. Next resistance, at the moment, it even seems like we want to get there. it's still pushing, right? Next resistance, 115,940. So we're now at that transition point where, while I still prefer slightly a broader wave 2 or just a corrective pullback next, let's rather call it like that, we're now at the transition point where if we go higher more directly, I cannot call this anymore wave A of 2, because then it would be too high, okay? So we'll keep you updated about that. If you want to get any more intraday updates, feel free to check out our membership. We have an offer running for a 50% discount for a first month of your gold membership, so you can check it out for a lower fee for the first month. We'll do that because Q4 could get interesting, and I want to get as many people informed as possible before Q4 starts, because I know how it is. If people come in Q4 and the prices have moved already, and then they're late, and then I can't help them, right? So I'll try to help you guys understand where we are in the cycle. I'll keep you updated. Hope you enjoyed the update. Thanks so much. Bye bye.